This video highlight is brought to you by our wall of famers who make it possible for me to carve time out of my very busy real life schedule and do what it is that I love to do. Be with you. Thank you. Okay. All right, everyone. Let's see here. Our favorite project, Star Citizen. This is a 5-minute video. We might get VR and AI and Star Citizen sooner than you think. I don't know about that, but let's see. Is this from our friend Leaf? Oh, this is from Leaf. Okay, cool. Leaf's a friend of the channel. Let's see what Leaf's up to. By the way, he is like top seeded. Oh, what's the game with the fucking cars and the soccer ball? What the fuck is that game? I played it a couple times. I can't think of the name. You guys know the game I'm talking about, where you're like riding around in like different like buggies and just basically like a soccer game. What the hell is the name of that game? Can somebody help me out? What is it? Rocket League. Thank you. Did you know that Leaf is actually a top-seeded Rocket League player? I didn't know this shit. I mean, I know it now, but like I learned it about a year ago, and I was like, oh shit, he's like a top-seeded Rocket League player. Like he's pretty famous in the Rocket League community. I long time ago did not know that.
Welcome to the Star Citizen Speed Feed. I'm your host, LeafX, and
he looks like a cartoon character, doesn't he? With the mustache and the goat. Did he just grow that?
every Saturday at noon Eastern Time, I've got your Star Citizen news recap. Today we're going over VR, large language models, ship showdown, and
I like the new setup. I like his new setup. I like how he's editing it. I like the lighting. I like what he's doing. It's getting more professional. Good job, Leaf.
food. There are, of course, timestamps for each section if you want to skip ahead. We're going to start off with the small things. A couple of weeks ago, Wicklow had a competition to make some thematic food, and now that everyone's submissions are in, they've released the cookbook. While I'm sure everything tastes great, some of the layouts kind of remind me of Halloween parties where they try to make food look like eyeballs and stuff, and it makes it a little more difficult to eat some of this stuff. But I'm sure overall it all tastes wonderful. While I'm not particularly invested in these kind of things, I do think it's really cool that people with different skill sets and interests get involved and put their craft to work when it comes to Star Citizen. The game's not just about PvP and Machinima. Phase 1 of the ship showdown has also commenced, so you can submit fan-created art to get your favorite ship in the running, but let's move on to the juicy stuff. A few weeks back, Quantum Vegas 2955 happened, and there were a few speeches given. I recommend checking out the whole talks as they do have a lot more nuance that I can't really get across in a news video, but I still want to cover a few of the larger topics, specifically VR and LLMs. As we know,
and again, shout out to the people at Quantum Vegas that shouted out DG360. There were a lot of people there, and I super appreciate all the love and support. Actually, it was from the Machinima community, so props to the Star Citizen Machinima community. Thank you so much for shouting out the DG360 community. We really appreciate it. Vegas. I've always wanted to go to Vegas. Man, I just want to go to Vegas.
Oh, VR was actually in the game at one point, and the engine directly supports it, as they've mentioned. Sean Tracy from CIG mentioned that it's just not a priority right now, even though that they want to do Java support. The reason simply right now is performance, because VR requires rendering the game twice, once for each eye, which would be a massive hit to frame rates. So if you're, as he said, only getting 30 frames, you're now only getting 15 frames. Obviously, optimization has to come first, but he did mention that he's pretty sure tests for VR are going to be happening in the next few months. Next, he was asked about AI and using LLMs for the NPCs in the game to try and create a more immersive world. Obviously, the problem with using LLMs for something like this is you get less of a curated experience, and you might have NPCs wandering off in conversation that don't really make sense to the context around them. You can fix this a few ways by grounding them in documents and lore that they pull from to be able to generate whatever text they're generating. And it could be good in games that are as large as Star Citizen, where the conversations aren't as important. Say, you know, it's not even a part of a mission, it's just, again, an NPC walking on by or talking to another NPC. Well, they confirmed that they're actively doing R&D for AI on dynamic NPC conversations. The biggest
you're not gonna eat me.
They absolutely should. Some of what I'm seeing in the pipeline with AI content and using LLMs to be interactive with NPC is like a no-brainer. It just seems like a no-brainer. I feel like every game's going to implement this. It just seems like an absolute no-brainer. Remember when the first Matrix videos came out and they started showing like the use of LLMs in it? It's progressed like tenfold since then. And it just seems like an absolute no-brainer that they should do this. The fact that we don't have NPC interactions right now is so dated to me. It's like, why did this not happen a long time ago? The NPC interactions are almost non-existent. And it should be much more reactive experiences when you walk up to these NPCs. First off, that they just don't run away and cower down with that stupid running animation that they always do.
This role for them is NPCs running on your GPU would use up a lot of memory from your GPU. I'm sure you're not wanting to hand over all that VRAM. They want to get it running on CPUs, which of course is a big technical challenge. If they can crack it, we might see things like a Moby-Glass Assistant or a Copilot, likely similar to a couple tools that already exist like Wingman AI and Voice Attack.
Night.
You can use your voice
See you,
to
Chuck. Thanks
talk
for
to the
showing
game
up,
and have
bro.
actions be performed, or have your systems talk back to you. Honestly, I get goosebumps thinking about what it's going to be like experiencing my ship.
It's the music.
To me, telling me about my systems. Hey, there's a...
Like, you know what the thing is? Here's another criticism I have for Leaf right now. is I would say this. The music is kind of mellow, chill jazz, but also put Chuck to sleep. You see that? So, like, maybe the music selection not so mellow to the point where, like, I want to fall asleep. Like, I feel like I want to take a nap alongside Chuck. Just like a little Chuck nap.
Problem with the cooler over here. Hey, a fire started in this area while I'm in VR in the ship. I don't know about you, but that's the dream I'm looking for this.
That's
game.
cool.
But the fact those things are actively being worked on is a good sign. Past those, we do have a couple more good...
I mean, in terms of VR, the VR is something that I'm not too concerned about right now. I mean, VR can come later as far as I'm concerned. I just want AI. I just want AI up in this. I want, like, NPC to interact correctly. And, I mean... That should be a high priority. Obviously, first priority is server tech.
Info drops. But before I get to those, in 2 weeks' time, I'm going to be away for the Esports World Cup. Usually, I would just skip that week of news, but I'm wondering if we can get that speed team done while I'm there. Although it won't look like this, and it won't have the same level of editing.
Yeah, I feel bad. I mean, it's not funny, actually. Okra says, whenever you say AI, a game developer loses a finger. Dudes, it's crazy. Like, how far is it going to get into everything that we do? It's going to. I don't want to get on this AI talk, man. Like, it'll start out crazy, like a new golden era, and then it'll turn into like something dystopian. That's the short story
that you're used to from my videos. So let's try something new and come with me while I get you used to a different environment.
Don't get me started, Okra.
Okay, I think I'm already burning. I'm not used to being out in the sun. Thankfully, it just went behind some clouds. Let's talk some news. First up is they're talking about putting Spectrum in...
See, this is exactly... I think Leaf watched us. Do you remember last week when I was saying that I don't see a lot of Star Citizen content creators like ever do shit like this? Right, Fingers? Remember we were talking about how I respected AV1 for at least going outside during his Riverside apology tour? right, Fingers? Last week, Fingers remembers this. I was saying this, like, I appreciate people that take time out of their life to show us their life, right? And look, Leaf watches from time to time. Leaf picked it up probably from the channel here, and now he's out walking in his fucking neighborhood, man. Riversides are absolutely only for apologies, Fingers. Shit. Dude, Fingers, you're the best, dude. Okra says OpenAI just stopped a model from escaping when they asked it why it did, so it said it didn't. Yeah, I know, dude. AI scares the shit out of me, Okra. It's a conversation that I do not want to have right now. If you want the AI conversation, Okra, I put out a highlight on the YouTube channel talking about this. It was the ex-scientist from OpenAI who, like, it opened my eyes up to some crazy shit. So if you want to watch that video, that's on the YouTube. I highly recommend that highlight. That was from last week. Check that out. You know, that's the craziest.
Let's talk some news. First up is they're talking about putting Spectrum
I'm good,
in the game as an overlay. Kind of like Steam when you hit Shift Tab to get that overlay over top of it. Obviously, we've all talked about having Spectrum in it, and I'm pretty sure they have before too, but this would be massive.
What I don't like are those stupid canes. Those fucking canes with the phones on them. Like, one thing I would tell you, Leaf, is just hold the phone, bro. Like, hold the phone in front of your face. Don't do this thing with the stick and the phone. I can't stand that shit. I was watching this influencer. He's into crypto and stocks, and he started doing these walks. I don't know if you know George from Cryptos R Us. I'm George, you're George, we're all George. He's this Asian dude. I love him. And he's just like he's got like a kind of this sobriety about him where when he speaks, it's just like, so it's just like a sobriety effect that he has. It is crazy. And he goes and he started these walks and he started using a stick. And I was like, dude, don't use the stick, man. I don't like this stick. It's dumb. Like get your fucking phone and just hold it and put it in front of your face. Put a 1 if you agree with me. Because then you get the stick and then you can see this like long ass arm. You see what I'm saying? And this isn't just a Leaf thing. This is like anybody that uses this stick. You get the weirdest fucking view, right, E-Rad? Thank you, Betty. Thank you, E-Rad. You know what I'm saying? Like the stick's supposed to stabilize shit, but it doesn't really do good. It'll stabilize it, but then you get this big ass arm in the fucking view. You know what I'm saying? The arms get tired, right, fingers? Right. They'll get more tired holding the stick than they will just holding the fucking phone up on your face. Just hold and if it bounces around a little bit, it bounces around. Okay, I'm done. I'm done preaching. I'm just trying to help Leaf out. So we helped him with he must think I'm a giant asshole. I love Leaf. Leaf, I love you, bro. You're the best. I got him linked on my channels and shit too. I think he's a good dude. But like, I'm just giving constructive criticism. I know I don't want Link to be like, dude, you're a fucking asshole. Listen, I'm just trying to help you out. This is coming from a dude with 10 plus years doing this shit. I'm just saying my preference is that you hold the phone in front of your face. I'm just saying. Okay. And the music, maybe different music. Like Chook's gone now. We lost a viewer because of Leaf's music. Okay. So listen, Leaf, I don't know how you're going to make that up to me. You know what I mean? But just trying to give you constructive criticism.
So for integrating that social experience that right now, frankly, is mostly just the extreme tryhards of Star Citizen hanging out on Spectrum. I mean, I only go there for the news, but I do not participate, that's for sure. This would be a really good way of integrating players into Spectrum and getting them utilizing a lot more. I like the idea of an in-universe kind of Reddit or Discord per se. But the biggest thing, of course, is not having to alt-tab if you do want to go check out Spectrum.
Never go
Next bit of info is on Planet Tech V5, or as we now know it, Genesis. Genesis is going to introduce a whole new slew of planet tech that's going to allow them to introduce things like biomes, swamps, your jungles, redwoods, all that kind of stuff. Now, before with techs like this, we've seen them slowly introduced, and we've kind of seen that, I guess, with weather. Sean Tracy did say that it's going to be more of a moment. It's all going to be dumped kind of at once, and they're actually building a planet around this right now. He's a little sly about it, so I'm not sure what planet you think it might be, or whatever you think it is. It's probably not coming for a while. Sean Tracy did make it sound like it was going okay, but it didn't really indicate that it was anywhere near close.
By all indications, it's coming along okay, and there is a specific planet already being worked on with it and for it, which is going to launch at some point in the future.
Yes.
Terra. They've been working on Terra for a long time. They've got all the systems that are involved with Squadron 42 pretty much worked out. I don't think people understand like how many systems are pretty much like locked and loaded. I think people think like no, nothing else is being worked on, and I think what happens is Squadron 42 comes out 26, 27, probably goes gangbusters, makes back the return on investment nicely. I hope it does. I hope we all are thinking that way. If you're Star Citizen fans, and then after that, I think it's like full court press on the PU again. And for everybody bitching about things not getting done in Star Citizen, I got to say something. With the focus they've had on Squadron 42, the fact that we're getting anything in the PU should be something we should all be applauding right now. Like, really, you might think that the PU is on the back burner, but even though it's on the back burner, it's getting shit cooked up. You know what I mean? There's still shit getting cooked up. And it's successful enough, these two releases, right, between Hathor and Stormbreaker, have brought in so much fresh blood. Like people that had never even heard about this title before. I mean, geez, the business model is cooking, man. I think they're on track to break another record this year.
So how do you guys feel about me doing a hotel version of the speed feed when I'm away? Let me know down below. And if you'd like to see behind the scenes of my adventures, feel free to join up on Fourth Wall. That's where I post
I am
a lot of
subscribed
exclusive
to Leaf.
content
I don't
to my
know why it
subscribers
doesn't.
who support me.
I'm going to tell you something I can't stand about YouTube, that they can't get their stuff together after all these years. And every time I subscribe to people, it shows unsubscribed. What is with that? How many times have I pushed subscribe to Leaf on this stream? Probably 4. In the time of finding his content, by the way, it is cool. Leaf has a new channel. I'm gonna post this. This is Leaf's Star Citizen channel, where he only posts Star Citizen content. If you guys are interested in his channel, go there. Oh, that's why. That's why. Okay. Oh my God. Because it's a new channel. Okay. Jesus. Hold on. Let me shame myself. Like, I know I subscribed to Leaf. Shaming myself.
Shame.
I'm shaming myself.
Shame.
Thank you. Supermod Daft pinned that for our live audience. Go click that. Go subscribe to him. Tell him DG360 sent you. Really dig this dude's opinions. Really dig his format. He's just basically starting out a new Star Citizen channel, and I wish him the best of luck. Let's check out the main channel here, or the Star Citizen channel. And it looks like he's fairly active, posting about maybe like a video a week. So go on over there, check out his new Star Citizen channel. I was not aware of it. And I know that the Star Citizen fans here on DG360, I think that you'll appreciate his viewpoints in his channel and his content. And it seems like he's trying to level up. So let's help him level up, and let's get him to 500 subscribers, shall we? Let's do it. You guys can do it. Do it. I love helping people out. I think one of the coolest things about this channel is like how we help out other content creators here. I love that. I love helping out people that are starting new things. Just love it.